Hello everyone, welcome to part 5 of our series Building the Complete Application. In the previous video, we have built up to the description section. Also, we are recommending the similar and the personalized user recommendation. So far, the description phase is completed. Now in the today video, we will implement a simple search bar functionality. We have covered it up in the previous video. We will be implementing search bar in our home page between the app bar and between these three categories. For this, I am gonna remove the text, sample text, and instead I am gonna write a separate function if I implement everything within this file, then the file will be probably large and the line of code will be very large, complexity will increase. So to make our code clean, I'm gonna implement it in a different file. So in the repeated function, I'm gonna create a new file, search bar function. Perfect. And I'm gonna return the gesture detector. I will call this function Also, we need one package's name. Flutter toast. You can install the package from the pub.dev. I have the extension name pubspec assist, which help me download the package using VS Code only. After successfully downloading the packages, you can go on to the next step. I am gonna make all the necessary input that is required. After it, I just need a two variable, one boolean and one variable val1. Also for the search box, I need the text editing controller. After it, to store the search result, I have to create the variable of type list. Inside it, it is the map of the first parameter string and the next parameter may be anything like the string, number, anything. We already have the API key. Also, we have all the link required. But for today, we need the link, which will take the string as a parameter and will give us the JSON output. So we have to create the function, name it the search list function. After it, we have to pass our string as a parameter. It's the async function. It will call the URL asynchronously with the parameter our string. If you search over the tmdb, you can find this URL for the search result, in which we have to provide the API key and the string at last as a parameter. It will give the nested JSON response. So we are gonna run one get request http.get provided by the package http, in which we will pass our URL and all the response will be stored in our variable. Now we know that this is the JSON response. So for that, if this response status code is a success, then we have to decode by using the JSON decode, and I'm temporarily storing data into the variable temp data. After it, as in the previous video also, the JSON format at the top of the JSON format, all the response is included inside the result. I am again storing all the data necessary in the search JSON. After it, every item in the search JSON, we are going to be looping and a simple if-else condition to omit the null data. If ID is null, or poster path, both or media type is null, then we will execute else statement. If ID, poster path, both average and media type is not null, all must be a valid data, then only we will execute the if statement. So we have created the variable search result to store our data as required. And if all the fields have the valid data, then we are gonna store the necessary data in our ID, poster path, port average, media type, popularity, and overview. Perfect. Also, if result is greater than the 20, then we will remove all the result that are from the length 20 onwards to the length. It means we are only keeping the first 20 result in our variable. If you search a simple like only string containing one character, then the response may be of the 100 or more. So for that, to make our application optimize and to run smoothly, we will only request the first 20 data. If response status code is null, then we will just print it on our console and we will do nothing. So far our data fetching part is completed. Now for the UI part, we have written the gesture detector so that after the search result, the user will be able to go to the description page for the respected series or movies. Also on the OnTap property, we have to manage our focus when user first time click on it. Also we have our show list variable. So when the user will tap on the search bar, then the show list variable will get complemented. If the data was shown, then on tapping, the data will be removed. And if the data isn't there, then on tap, the data will be seen. And this is pretty much the simple UI. And we are creating a simple container whose height is 50 and width up to the whole device width. Let me wait until the command is completed. In our output, we can see the gap of height 50. Let us give a simple decoration so that it will look like a search bar. On the container, we have the child text field. Also on change value, we have to clear our search result, which is this variable. So that on changing, we have to first of all clear the search result and we have to add the new changed value to our search result variable. After that, we are calling the setstat function. Although you can use the provider, I am using setstat for just simplicity. This will hold up a much more load to our application, but it's okay. It's just for the simplicity. Now also on submitted, after user type in something and press the tick button on their keyboard, then also we are gonna clear the previous search result and we are gonna again call the setstat and we will update the string in the value 1. So this variable val1 always contain the latest string which have to be searched and to be displayed. So we are updating this val1. Now we need a future function which will call our function search list function, and we have to pass the val1 as a string, as it contains the latest value. Also in the text field, we are gonna add the controller search text. Have already created a controller search text table. Perfect. Now autofocus to full. Also a simple decoration. In suffix icon, we need a simple icon. Also in the suffix icon, I am gonna create a simple clear like button, which on press will clear all the thing on our text field. So our controller search text contain the text inside the text field, which will be cleared. Also we are gonna show a beautiful message named cleared. Search cleared. Also I'm gonna add a little icon over there to make our search bar more beautiful. So far we have included the prefix icon, search, and in the suffix icon I have created the arrow back. If I press the arrow back, then everything I have typed inside the text field will be get cleared, and the user will get a simple toast message saying search cleared. Okay. Also I'm gonna update the hint text with the search, and it's pretty much perfect. So far we have completed only the simple UI for our search bar. When submitted, it will come. Also I'm pressing the okay. We get the message search cleared when pressing the back button. And now we are heading over to the logic part. If search text length is greater than 0, it means if user are typing some certain character, then our val1 will be updated to the latest text which user have entered. So we have to call the future builder, and it will call the future function search list function with our variable val1, which contain the latest text to be searched. After it, we are gonna build, which take the context and snapshot. If snapshot.connection is connection state.done, then we are gonna display the data, else we are gonna return a circular progress indicator. So in our if part, we are gonna return a container of height 400 to show the list of the movies. Child list queue.builder, item count, the length of the response, which is search result. So it requires an item builder. In item builder, we are gonna return just a detector so that user can further see the detail. And tapping it, we are calling the description check UI, which we have covered in the previous one. So our description check UI needed the ID and the media type, and it will take us to the description page. Also on the gesture detector child, we need a container. So the container will be of height 100. Each different movie or series list will be of height 100, and which we will include the title and description of it. A simple decoration, simple border radius, and a child row containing a list of widget. on the first container, we will fetch the image from our network image, which I have already talked about in the previous video, how we can get the image on the tmdb. So this is the link to get an image, which we need the ID of the movie or series. So the ID is stored in the search result and index and poster path. The ID is stored inside the search result variable poster path, and the index will look through each in the search result variable. So far, if I refresh this page, then we have created a children row, inside it a container with the image of the movie or series which we have searched. My network connection is very slow as I am recording at night. If we search on something, we are getting the result, but image is not loaded. If I restart my application instead of the hot reload, then the image would obviously load. Perfect. So far in the row, we have added the image. Also in the same row, I want to add the title, rating, popularity, and a small description. Okay, you can see the image has been loaded. If I write inception, so far we have only created a container, list of container with height 100. Every container is of height 100, and inside the each container there is a row. In the row we have the container, and the container height is dynamic according to screen size. It is 0.4 times the screen size of the mobile width. Around half of the screen we are seeing the images of the search text. On the other half, I am also gonna create a simple column. In the first half, I have only placed the image, but in this second half, I maybe put the description over here, the popularity or the rating over here. So for that, it is a row. Inside the row there is first container containing image, and there is second container, and again in the second container there is column. So the column is for this text and this text. So the UI part is pretty much simple. The first text I'm gonna write is the media type. It is of type either movie or series. It is a movie, so we are getting the movie, we are getting the movie and movie. Also, if we type the series, then it will give us media type as a TV. TV means TV series. I'm gonna give a little bit of decoration, and inside it I'm gonna create the icon star. We are inside the row and I have created the icon star. After it, I want the boat average. Perfect. Now I want the popularity. For it, I'm gonna create a small icon. And inside the text, I'm gonna write the popularity. You can customize the UI part as your need. So I am not focusing on the UI part. Rather than I'm focusing on a logic part only. So far, I have created only the rating and the popularity. Now I want the description, and maybe a title. So for that, I have created a simple container, and below this we will have the description, means overview of the movie, which is stored inside the search result overview. I also want the rating and popularity at the top instead of bottom. Perfect. Now I'm gonna give a little bit of a style. And it's perfect. In detail, I have created the container height 400 to display all the result. So you can see this container is of height exactly 400, and this whole container height is 400 and its sub container height is 100. In the row I have first placed the image using the link, and in this part I have created a column with 1, 2 or maybe 3 container. In the first we have added the media type, in the second I have again created a row, and in the first I have displayed the rating, and in the second popularity. In the third container I have displayed the simple description. So this is it. It's our full search bar. Also on tab property I have provided the ID and type, so it will go on to the description check UI function. The description check UI function will check and validate and will give us the proper description page with the trailer and the full description. So the network is very slow, and also this app is in debug mode, that's why you are seeing a lot of lag. If you want the full application link, then you can go over to the description and download the complete application so that you can see how it's look. So this is it.